Hey, hey. So I think I'm live streaming. Hi, everyone. With the way that this is presented, I have zero idea who's on this live stream, how many of you there are. So apologies, it's literally just me talking to myself in front of a screen. So whether there's 2 of you or 200 of you, I have no idea. So today, what I'm going to do quickly is share my screen. I've only got like 25 minutes or so. So I'm going to literally speed through this. No doubt this is being recorded. So if you do miss anything, feel free to reach out to me and I can go over things, privately. But I'm just going to zoom through it. And today, I have to condense, 10 hours worth of things I'd like to share with you into about 20 odd minutes. So we're going to have to keep things relatively high level. And I just want to talk about these 3 things. So the wealth generation journey, realistic trading expectations, because the internet is full of con artists and people flashing around in front of their Lamborghinis and McLarens and all that. But 99% of people online that you see that are traders don't actually trade. They do not trade their own money at all. They make their income from selling courses and stuff. So yeah. So basically, yeah, let's start off. So if you've never heard of me, my name is Siam Kidd. I've never used Instagram before. I did until 2017 and then I stopped. So what I've decided to do is basically share every single losing trade I get on a daily basis, if I get one in a normal day. And what I'm doing is I'm putting them on Instagram and for everyone to see. So these are literally every single one of these screenshots is a losing trade. That was a big one there, 16 grand. I was changing a nappy when I did that one. There's a bit of a backstory behind that. But yeah, so you'll never see me post any winning trades, just my losers, but I'm still going. So that's that. I've been trading for 16 years and that's about it. I just know what not to do, if that makes sense. So so wealth generation journey, what happened is about 10 years ago, I really started getting into the world of, not trading. I've been trading for a long time, but I really wanted to start making money from not just trading, but other assets. And so I started analyzing everything. So I'm a big believer of having like a big 50,000 foot view from top down looking, from the top looking in, and then really going down to the core constituent parts of anything and breaking it down to, the most efficient way to do things. And I really was trying to study wealth, which not a lot of people do. And I discovered a very generic wealth generation journey, and we're all in this, whether we know it or not. Whether you're not interested in this, we're still in it. So typically what happens is we all enter the workforce around the age of 16 to 22 years old, depending if you go to uni, etc. And we nearly always enter some sort of financial hole because we're silly. We do silly things and we end up in trouble, which is fine. But this is where a lot of, in fact, we have holes like this all throughout our lives. But typically we make rash decisions when we're younger. And this is where people end up going online, going how to make money, how to get rich. And they get caught up in all sorts of bollocks out there. And fads, whether it's fulfilled by Amazon. There's lots of people pushing podcasting stuff, which is not a business opportunity in itself. It's a top of the funnel type thing. It's just a marketing tool. And there's loads of stuff. And yeah, MLMs as well, multi-level marketing things. Now, they're not all bad. I would say probably 99% of multi-level marketing programs are pure rubbish. There's very few that are good. And dodgy trading stuff, dodgy anything, whatever. And so we end up losing more money. So really, if you need to get out of some sort of financial hole, what you really need is a job or a business, okay? And it's essential. All you need is a stable income. And if you're still struggling, you need to get 2 businesses, not businesses, 2 jobs. For a long time, I was pulling pints in a pub at night and I was just working a job just to, get on my feet before I set up some businesses. And what you then need to do, once you're established, you need to start building up a rainy day fund. Now, before you go to sleep, I know this is nothing new, but I've got a slightly different take on all of this. So I think you need to do it based on your OPEX, your operational expenditure, from a personal standpoint. So a lot of people save for saving's sake. And it's a shame because, I know some people have been saving for 20 years and they don't know what to do with it. It's just sat there in a bank account, eroding away like ice cubes. So let's just say you're this frugal person and you're living on £1,000 a month outgoings. Well, for a rainy day fund, you just need 6 months worth of OPEX. So really, you just need a pot of £6,000, and then you need to stop saving for saving's sake. And so that is there just for, rainy day, obviously. Now, eventually, you'll be earning more with your job or business, etc., and you're a bit more stable. You got your rainy day fund sorted out, and then you need to set up your investable pot. Okay, now this, and you'll hopefully be plonking money into this every month or on, standing order of some sort. And this is where things get interesting. So when you analyze the whole world of investing, when you break it down, there's only two types of assets. You have capital appreciating assets, and then you have cash flowing assets. Now, unfortunately, every man and his dog is fixated on capital appreciating assets, when in fact you need to focus all of your efforts on cash flowing assets. I mean, you have to do what billionaires do, not what they say. So what's in both of these? So first of all, it's basically buying low and hoping you can sell high. Okay, so it's just riddled with hope, or hopium. It's the worst tool you could ever use on the markets. And so because you're hoping you buy something low and sell high, this is everything. There's stocks, bonds, commodities, cryptocurrency, gold and silver, businesses, to a degree, fine art, fine wine, cards, Pokemon cards even. So it's literally everything. Lottery tickets. But in the cash flowing box, there's not that many. I mean, you have business. Some people think property is over here, but really, if you're doing property for cash flowing purposes, you're actually running a business, and the property is just your widget within your business. That's it. There's debt. So if you have capital, you can lend it out for an APR, for interest, etc. And then you got trading. Yes, I guess you have sort of divvy paying stocks or whatever it may be, but really, that's about it. There's not that much there. So all I've done, I can only talk about what I've done well. I've primarily focused on business and trading, and mainly business, because business is the easiest way to generate cash flow in the shortest period of time. Whereas trading, as contrary to popular belief online, it's not a get rich quick thing. It's a slow burner, and it's more of an amplifier of what capital you already have. So the only reason I got into business in the first place is because I got myself to the point where I was making sort of 10-20% a year, but I had like a $5,000 trading account, and spending a whole year just to make like $1,000 profit, it was a bit of a kick in the shin. And so I had to focus on some way to scale up my trading account, hence jumped into the world of business. Anyway, so this is the whole world of investing. And there's no right tool. Everyone goes, property is the only way to get rich, or trading, or whatever. It's not. You just need to know where you are in your wealth gen journey, what sort of works best for you. And then you just need to understand when to deploy certain tools and assets. Now, on your way up to here, I guess you got two milestones. You got your financial independence milestone, and then you have your financial freedom milestone. Now, financial independence, again, very misleading. A lot of people say it is the be all and end all, but it's not. I mean, if you're this person over here, you just need $1,000 a month from your investments, and then you're financially independent. Are you comfy? Hell no. Are you safe? No, you're not. So really, you need to aim for financial freedom, whatever that is for you. For some people, it's $10,000 a month. Some people, it's $50,000 a month, but whatever it is to you. Now, let's quickly, I'm aware of time. God, time is going fast. Let's quickly jump into the trading part of it. So realistic expectations. So in terms of the way that I do things is, in fact, I'll show you how I orchestrate my outgoing, my personal sort of affairs. I've basically got a group up here, 3 things. Okay. So I've got my group of businesses up here. So I've got 9 limited companies in this group, and they derive profits. And then I reinvest those profits back into the business to keep on growing. And I call that first order profits. Now, eventually you're going to end up with some distributable cash flow, or, just spare profits. And that's what I call second order profits. And I put that into my various different trading accounts. And then my trading slowly grows it. Keyword there is slowly, typically. And then eventually that trading makes some nice profits. And then I buy some other stuff. And the other stuff typically ends up being more businesses. So I can then add to the group and, keep that flywheel going faster. and also crypto. So I don't trade crypto, but I buy and hold. And I didn't care what anyone says. If someone's trying to get you to trade crypto, they have no idea what they're doing. It's absolutely suicide to try and trade crypto. I mean, I've been trading 16 years. I've literally seen everything in this market. So yeah, that's basically what I do there. Now, in terms of realistic expectations, I guess, well, what's happened is that for the last 10 years, in fact, I'll come back to this. So manual trading. So let's say you have someone that's proficient. So you've been trading for 1 to 3 years. You're rule-based. So you have your systems. You're going to stick to them as best as you can, and you're proficient. I guess you're in expectations. You're probably anything from minus 10% in a year, all the way up to sort of plus 20%. Now there is a bit of a range there, but I don't know who you are, or if trading is even going to be suitable for you, etc. So really bad year, yeah, 10% down. Good year, 20%. Now the reason being is that everyone is different, because I use the maths analogy. So at school, we're in the same school, same uniform, same desk, same teacher, same blackboard, same group of kids, etc., same syllabus, everything's standardized. But guess what? At the end of the year, you have some kids that are really good at maths, some that are really shit, and then normal Gaussian distribution where most people are just average. But everything's standardized, and that's because some people are good at maths, some people aren't. Same with trading. So I literally have no idea what you personally would do if you got into the world of trading. But if you stick to rule-based stuff, then you'll be fine. Now with a trading robot is interesting. I've spent about 10 years trying to get a robot working, and I've failed miserably. I've wasted a lot of money. But it's only because machine learning has only been sort of accessible over the last 2 years or so. And so with the trading bot, if you put in a good algorithm, a trading strategy, you're going to get some good trades coming out of it. But if you put in a shitty negative expectancy algorithm, you're going to get some bad trades. So a trading bot is two things: that what you code up in it, and then the bot itself. Now, if you have a good bot, like I've got my trading bot does all my trading for me. The expectations, I guess, a really bad year, minus 10% again, but it's upwards of 60% in terms of 60+%. Now, the main reason here is that a human, you're sleeping, working, eating, playing. There's lots of the time you're not at a chart. So you will be missing out on 50 to 99% of valid trade setups, simply because you're not looking at the charts or you haven't prepared your entry orders, etc. Whereas a robot never misses. So my robot works 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, and I'm a currency trader. So it's all day, it's all week long. Now, wild claims need wild proof. So let's show you. I've got it already here. So here's my personal log. So first of all, one other thing I forgot. Sorry, we'll come on to that. I'll come right back, because I just want to tell you the difference. I've got two main trading accounts, which is actually really important. So I have what I call the tension account. And over here, this is my safe account. So nothing silly happens over here. It's really docile. It's really boring. It typically makes 10 to 20% per year. And my robot does all of the trading here, 100% of it, because it's safe. I mean, it's unemotional. It'll stick to the rules, yada, yada, yada. And so I put 90 to 95% of my trading capital in this bot. Hell, I put my VAT money in here because it's solid. And then I put 5 to 10% of my trading funds in what I call a crash account. Now, this is my aggressive account, like super aggressive. And what happens here is that probably 3 to 4 times a year, I will blow it up. As in, I will halve my account. I'll have like a 50% drawdown. But probably every 18 months or so, I will 5 or 10x that account. And the winners, every time I do this, the winners more than offset, several years worth of losers. So that's typically what I do. Like for example, the elections. I mean, in the last 2 months, I've made about 120 grand pure profit. So in fact, I'll get my log out here. So this is a broker generated report. I use it, FXCM. It's just I've been using it for 10 years or so. So I had this old account lying around. Here we go. Yeah. And so I topped it up. So on the 8th of September, 2020, I started this account with 88.5 grand. And then what I did was just started trading it aggressively. And as you can see, I mean, it's been slowly growing. And to the point where if we actually go to the leaderboard now, whoopsie, where is my leaderboard gone? Well, my trading log. Here we go. So this is our trading log. Everything is transparent. I guess we're the opposite of what you see on the internet. So yeah, so we can see everyone's leaderboard. So everyone's done really well recently. So Ritten, Matthew, Stedgel, they all made some lovely profits over the last 30 days. Here, if you can look at the account of my crazy account or my crash account. There we go. And you can see, okay, it's gone down a bit. So I've made about 114 grand profit in the last 2 months, which is fine. But if we look at the account of my normal boring bot, it's really boring. Come on. Here we go. So, oh, by the way, this is just me withdrawing money from the account. That wasn't a trade. That was actually me withdrawing money from my bot account into my crazy account. So yeah, the bot just ticks over 3%, minus 1.62, 0.83, 0.68 so far. So, you know, as I said, 1 to 2% a month typically. So it's pretty cool. But when we look at the robot leaderboard, again, so my students, so I've got two strategies, the trendy jibe, which is a trending one, and then the bolly bounce, which is a ranging indicator. But these are real live results, real accounts right now. So if we look at, I know, Shane, he's 12 and 12.25% up, on track for a 30% year. It's only had very minimal drawdown, which is really good. Hasn't been that much trending recently. So the TJ's hasn't really done much, but the bolly bounce, because the market's been absolutely nuts. Yeah, I mean, look at this one. Shamal is one I've been looking at. So Shamal is 16.44% up right now, on track for a 70% year. Drawdown is really good. And yeah, it's pretty cool because what happens is, I mean, I've put mine on full autopilot. So literally what happens is the bot simply telegrams me and says, it says, hey, like here, found a trade, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to take it? Obviously, it says auto confirm. So it's already placed the trade. You can simply open up the chart and it will show you what happens. So here, as you can see, stop losses here, take profits here, and as you can see, not much has happened because it's a relatively new trade. But yeah, if you wanted it on semi-autopilot, you can press yes or no and it'll place a trade. But I've just let it do its thing. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's the bot there. Now let's go back to this thing. So we've talked about the wealth generation journey, realistic trading expectations. And I guess we haven't got much time left, so I want to give you a lockdown gift. So what I've done is I've created this thing called the trading test drive. So the free trading test drive. And as you expect, it's free, completely free. So what's going to happen is that if you jump on board here, you'll have access to over 10 hours worth of content. So it's literally, I've knocked down all the barriers to entry in terms of learning how to trade. So here's the course, and you'll have literally endless amounts of videos. As I said, 10 hours worth of videos. You have all sorts of knowledge consolidation quizzes to make sure you're not missing anything as you go by. And then, yeah, you get all the way up to level 5, which is a lot. And then what we'll do is you also get plonked into this beginners Facebook group. So what will happen here is that every Monday I'll do a live market update, live trades, Q&A. Every Tuesday, my office will do a live Zoom session to help get your bot set up. So what you can actually do is open up a brand new account, as in trading account, put money into it, and then connect your live account up to the bot. And that way the bot can just trade for you for 2 months, completely for free. I guess the only financial arrangement here is that if you like what you see and the bot's doing well and you like the videos and you want to join the proper community, you can. That would be great. If you don't, then I wish you the very best. And I hope all the videos and training has helped. I guess that is the arrangement here. If you like what you see, you stay. If not, I think that's what a true capitalist would like. So yeah, and there's lots of hand holding here. So that's that. In fact, there's a live session tonight at 7:30. So the RT mentors are doing a big Q&A tonight. So that's that. But I think the main thing here is that you can literally just connect the bot up to a live account. The risk is super low. So what we do is we set you up on the really boring settings, as in the ones that I'm using for my own bot. And that way put it this way, most of the trades will only risk about 0.25% max risk per trade. So what that means is if let's say you open up an account and you put $2,000 into your account, which is probably a good place to start actually. I just need to get my calculator out here. Stand by. So 2,000. So 1% is 20 quid. So 0.25 divide that 5 quid. Yeah. So if you have a $2,000 account, every trade that your bot will place, you're only going to risk 5 quid per trade. So what this means is that even if you had 10 losers in a row, you're only going to be down about 2.5%. So it's super docile. So yeah, that's that. I've got a question here. Someone has asked, what are the top 3 resources you would recommend to get started in trading? Literally just do the trading test drive. It's completely free. And you get 2 months worth of like hand holding, live sessions, all of those videos. It really is a no-brainer. I've made it so it's completely risk-free in terms of how to learn. Are there any other questions at all? I've just got a little timing prompt here. Have I gone through everything? So that's the lockdown gear for 2 months, realistic trading expectations. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. I look forward to seeing you in the free group if you do jump in. And if not, yeah, I just wish you the very best and just be careful. The market's about to crash big time. Again, that's another story. But I mean, if you're ever bored, just go to YouTube and just type in Siam Kidd. And then it's very worth watching the playlist and going to the macrometrics playlist. So over here. And the most important video I've ever done in my life, I believe, is Macrometrics 1. This really shows you what's going on in the world, because the papers would like you to believe that the economy is booming, the stock market's booming, but it's not. The real health indicators are here. So the most important chart on the planet, bar none, is the money velocity chart. So money velocity chart. And this has pretty much everything caked in. It has unemployment caked in, the amount of businesses going bust. And as you can see, right, and it's basically how fast the economy is moving. And look at this. Since 2020, MV, so money velocity, has jumped off a cliff. So even if we had this magic wand and all COVID was just, lockdowns around the world stopped, everyone's cured, COVID has been banished from planet Earth, it means jack shit. Like, you cannot get out of this hole. This is like us flying off a cliff in a car. There's no reversal, and yeah, it's game over. So as a trader, I really can't wait, because I make all my money during volatile periods. So, but yeah, hope that makes sense. And sorry that I really just zoomed through this, and I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you in the free group. In fact, I don't know if you can all see the chat box, I'll simply put the group. It's basically therealistictrader.com free-trading-test-drive. So yeah.